Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that might just change the way you look at yourself and your journey. It's a timeless tale, but with a twist, about something seemingly imperfect that holds incredible power. We are talking about the broken pot, and what it can teach us about personal growth. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe a warm drink, and let's dive in. Our story begins in a small, bustling village nestled beside a winding river. For generations, the villagers relied on this river for their water, and two old pots played a crucial role in bringing it home. One was a perfectly crafted, gleaming pot, smooth and unblemished. The other, well, it was a bit different. It had a noticeable crack running down one side, a flaw that caused it to leak a little water on the journey back from the river. Every day, the village water bearer, an old man named Elara, would make 2 trips to the river, carrying both pots on a pole slung across his shoulders. The perfect pot always arrived back full, its contents pristine. The cracked pot, however, would always arrive only half full. This went on for years. The perfect pot was, understandably, very proud of its flawless performance. It never lost a single drop. It saw itself as superior, a model of efficiency and perfection. The cracked pot, on the other hand, felt a deep sense of shame. Imagine that feeling, day in and day out, always failing to meet expectations, always falling short. For 2 long years, it felt like a failure, apologizing constantly to Elara for its imperfection, for its inability to be as good as its companion. It longed to be whole, to be useful, to deliver a full measure of water. It believed its crack made it worthless, a burden. One day, after a particularly difficult journey, the cracked pot couldn't hold back its sorrow any longer. It spoke to Elara, its voice filled with despair. "I am so ashamed of myself, master. This crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your house. I know I disappoint you." Elara, a wise and kind man, smiled gently at the pot. He had heard its silent apologies for years, and his heart ached for its self-reproach. "My dear pot," he said, his voice soft and comforting, "have you ever truly looked at the path we walk every day?" The cracked pot, surprised by the question, thought for a moment. It had mostly focused on its own leaking, on the ground beneath its feet getting wet. "No, master," it replied. "Not really. I'm usually just thinking about how much water I'm losing." Elara then pointed to the side of the path where the cracked pot always traveled. "Look closely, my friend." And as the cracked pot looked, its ceramic eyes, if pots could have them, widened in wonder. Along its side of the path, a vibrant, lush display of wildflowers bloomed. There were bright red poppies, cheerful yellow daisies, and fragrant purple lavenders, all thriving in glorious profusion. The other side of the path, where the perfect pot traveled, was barren and dusty. "Do you see now?" Elara asked gently. "I have always known about your crack, and because I knew, I deliberately planted flower seeds on your side of the path. Every day, as we walk back from the river, you water them. Because of you, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate my table, to brighten my home, and to share with the villagers. Without your unique contribution, your imperfection, this beauty would not exist." The cracked pot was stunned. Its shame began to melt away, replaced by a warmth it had never felt before. It wasn't a failure after all. Its crack wasn't a flaw, it was a feature. It was a source of life, a giver of beauty. The water it leaked wasn't wasted, it was nurturing something wonderful. This story, my friends, isn't just about a pot. It's about each and every one of us. How often do we focus on our cracks, on our perceived weaknesses, our past mistakes, our imperfections? We compare ourselves to others, to the perfect pots we see around us, on social media, in our careers, in our relationships, and we feel like we're falling short. We judge ourselves harshly for not being flawless, for not always delivering a full measure of perfection. But what if those cracks, those very things we see as flaws, are actually our unique strengths? What if they are the pathways through which our light can shine, through which we can nurture beauty and life in the world around us? Think about it. Maybe your crack is your empathy, which sometimes makes you feel overly sensitive, but also allows you to connect deeply with others. Maybe it's a past struggle that left you with scars, but also gifted you with resilience and an understanding that no one else possesses. Perhaps it's a quirky habit, a different way of thinking, or a non-traditional path you've taken, all of which might seem imperfect by conventional standards, but are actually the source of your unique creativity and perspective. Personal growth isn't about becoming a perfectly smooth, unblemished pot. It's about embracing every part of ourselves, even the parts that feel broken or incomplete. It's about recognizing that our journey, with all its bumps and detours, is precisely what makes us unique and valuable. It's about understanding that our struggles can water the seeds of beautiful things: compassion, wisdom, strength, art, innovation, in our own lives and in the lives of others. The next time you feel that sting of self-doubt, that feeling of not being enough, remember Ilara and the cracked pot. Don't apologize for your cracks. Instead, ask yourself, what beautiful flowers am I watering because of them? What unique contribution am I making precisely because I am not perfect, but perfectly me? Every single one of us has the power to create beauty, to bring life, to make a difference, not despite our imperfections, but often because of them. Our imperfections are often the very source of our greatest growth and our most profound impact. They are what make us human, what make us relatable, and what allow us to connect with the world in authentic and meaningful ways. So, let's shift our perspective. Let's stop seeing our cracks as weaknesses and start seeing them as channels for our strength, our creativity, and our unique magic. Let's celebrate our journey, embrace our whole selves, and trust that even the water we leak can be a source of incredible beauty and growth. You are not broken. You are beautifully, wonderfully unique, and your journey is cultivating something extraordinary. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more uplifting content. Until next time, keep growing, keep shining, and embrace your beautiful, cracked, magnificent self.